Alrighty, peeps. So, I don't know. I got into this thing like crazy. It was in pretty good shape. It's 2013. But I started taking everything apart. I'm like, it's wintertime. There's not much to do. There's a little bit of snow. We haven't gotten much snow this year in Rochester, New York. But what I'm trying to show you today is the quick valve adjustment. Super simple. Got to be one of the easiest vehicles to do it on. First thing you got to do, you're going to have to be enabled to get top dead center to do it. So you have to take the side cover off. I had to take it off anyway. I got a chain and sprocket coming. I'm going to a 13 up front and the stock 46 in the back. I wanted to go with a 49 in the back and keep the front stock. I don't like changing the front. It puts more pressure on your, countersink shaft. But, yeah, well, it'll give me about the same. I'm looking just to make this a pit bike, do some wheelies and stuff. But I'll be quick about it. Just one quick thing with the cover is that all the screws are the same except for this one, the one in the middle. And let's see here, there it is. And if you see, you can see that it's longer, so it makes sense. All the others are the same. I got them lined out, this one first. I'm going to put them back in the way they go. This isn't a critical component. If you were doing head gaskets or something, I think it's a really good idea to, go ahead and get that, put in the right way. I don't like using fasteners in other holes just for the hell of it. Things goopy. You got to clean up. This gasket looks real good. I didn't buy a gasket. I took it off. Nothing really, it's not supposedly watertight anyway. Yeah, I guess that component is. It needs to be because this has got to stay dry. There's a little rust on it and stuff. So, alrighty. So the valve cover, I loosened up. These are 10 millimeter. Those are 8 millimeter. I loosened this guy up. I'm going to not find my short extension. Don't laugh about the length of this extension. It's redonkulous, but you kind of need an extension to get by these cables and everything. So, I had to use this big crazy good thing. So I haven't had it off yet. Another thing I'm going to do is check the timing chain. I'll talk to you guys about that in a second. Alrighty. Wow, what a mousy little chain. Again, this is a rubber gasket on this, which is nice. It's reusable. Engine oil does splash all the way around up in here, so it is an engine component, but it looks really good. I'm going to take real good care of this sucker. Yeah, look, the fasteners have a neck on them. I don't know what you call it, like a flange. They don't come out. How the hell would you change those fasteners? Boy, I tell you, don't strip these fasteners, kids. Oh, I guess this whole, you'd have to take this whole grommet out right here and pop them out. But they're flanged, so that's cool. Looks real clean inside so far. There's the valves going. Well, you really can't see that chain. I wanted to look. One of the things, if you run these bikes, and I talked about these two adjusters right here, the main adjuster that allows the thing to spring back, and this is your fine adjustment, and it's a big piece of rubber or plastic that pushes against the chain and tightens it up. If you run these loose, you get the chance of this wearing out like a front sprocket and getting all toothy and everything. From what I can see, it looks pretty good. The lighting in my garage is crap. That's one new project I gotta work on. Yeah, I can't really tell, but boy, they look good. They're tipped up, they're square, they're not pointed, they're not bent. Sweet, sweet deal. Alrighty, so I gotta figure out top dead center on this bad boy. I'm gonna need the flashlight again. I'll explain a couple quick ways to make sure you are. You can take the plug out, and what the plug does is it enables you to really look and see. You can look down there with a flashlight and see the cylinder. And there's a little bit of rust on this thing, so I don't see the T. Oh, there's full. There's T. And then you can't see it. There's a little pointy piece of metal that comes down right here. I'm sure you can't see it on the camera. And then it points right to T. So I'm either the other way around. It shows up top. Yeah, I'm exactly where I need to be, but you got to be careful because you could be all the way the other way around. The other trick is that the two lobes are drooping down at 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock. These arms should have a little bit of looseness if you're right. I'm not seeing what's tighter than a rat's ass. I mean, I'm either 160 or right. These two nuts run right on the horizontal of this engine head here, and you have a little zero right there at the top. And the lobes are either going to be going this way or this way. But I just can't see my old eyes. Yeah, right now I can tell you the lobes of the cam are not pushing on the rocker. They're just floating in there. Yep, I believe I'm right. But they will a little bit. Your valve seat can actually compress just a minuscule amount. And let me tell you something, folks. Kind of awkward, this positioning. Sorry if I'm in the way of the camera. That is 2/1000 or 0.05 millimeter. I tell you what, I've used tin foil to cook with that's fatter than that. Unbelievable. 0.002 inches or 2/1000 of an inch, which is like almost the thickness of a human hair. And just to tell you that it's true, because I had to look it up twice. I didn't want to believe it in my mind. But the beauty of this bike is that both of them are 2/1000s, exhaust and intake. You don't need to fish around with two different feelers. Super nice. That's your specs. See your spark plug. That'll be another thing I do. But like I said, spark plugs, I'm one of those guys. I'm not going to remove a spark plug unless I change it or there's a reason to. It's just one of those things. So, take that and stick her under. And that one is tight. Boy, that one feels nice. Maybe that one just a hair loose. That's the exhaust one, just a hair loose. There's a slight bit of a tug. They always say just a little bit of a tug on it. Alrighty. One beauty of this thing right here is, and look at that. No motorcycle or any device, anything I've ever had has such an easy access to the lifter and the adjuster there. I did the Grom. I have a video about the Grom. The Grom had a port that you had to kind of angle in. I took one and bent it so I could get in there. This one you actually could because it's such a flimsy little devil. Tools you need. That's a 9mm. The only thing I had was a weird offset box, but it's kind of the perfect tool. I think I'm going to be able to grab the little nipple. Because what you have to do after you get the right setting is hold that tight while you tighten this down. So, don't loosen this up much. Just loosen it up enough to get the friction off this, and then turn this. Just a teeny little bit. I might not. Oh, there it is. Alright, now that's too loose. Oh, my legs are killing me. I'm an old man to be on my knees. These little pliers are just not exactly the right tool. What if there was like a little socket you could put on that? That's too tight. Boy, I tell you, you move that the teeniest bit, and it makes a big difference. Let's see what that feeling feels like. Yeah, I tell you what, kids. Tight. Tight's good, except for... I'm almost in the opinion that you would want these, if you're going to be off by looseness and not tightness. If that makes any sense. You don't want to be off at all, but... Alright, that's it. If I can get it buckled down with that not moving, this is where I need the flashlight. Oh. I think you have to go berserk on it. Alright. titties in the beer. There it is. Well, tightened up maybe a little bit, but that's good. That's kind of what I wanted. Let's see. Basically, you want both sides of the feeler rubbing, like in tugging a little bit. It doesn't tug much, but this feeler is greasy as hell. So I'll get back with you on more stuff. I'm going to take this little counter sprocket off, you know, and we'll see where we go from there. I got the chain already. Motorsport Sport had trouble getting that 49 rear, so I ended up going the other way, keeping a stock rear and going down one tooth here. Don't go down too much on these, or forget about first gear. You won't ever use it. But I'm going to make it a little, you know, wheelie, little ride around the yard bike, so that's why I did it. You know, see what it is. My brother's got a regular 14 tooth. That's the stock one for this. I'll throw it on if I really don't like that little one. Sweet deal. Alrighty. Signing off.